Ring the dinner bell for trout, kokanee, and landlocked kings with Kel Kellogg's Willow Leaf Dodgers. Available in mini and magnum sizes at fishhuntshoot.com. Get yours today. Howdy guys, Kel Kellogg here. I am at a lake I probably haven't fished in 10 years, maybe 12 years. I'm at Englebright Reservoir. The surface temperature is 74 degrees. So how do you choose lures when you're hitting a new lake or you're hitting a lake that you haven't visited, recently? Our overriding philosophy here on the channel is that you want to start out fast, you want to start out aggressive, you want to go big and bold and then slow down as you have to. But there are exceptions to that rule. It's mid to late August right now. Things are pretty stagnant around the state in terms of trout activity. There are some good bites, but overall, I'd have to say the fishing is fair. And that's the way it is in August because the fish have settled into a pattern. The temperature's been the same for several weeks. Just not much is changing. Not much is going on to spark an intense bite. Fish have all the food they want. It's easy for them to feed, and as a result, you're just not having those big days. So I've chosen not to start out super fast. Plus, I'm fishing fairly deep here. I'm fishing 35 feet deep on my diver rod, and I'm fishing 30 feet deep on the downrigger rod. So rather than starting off with a speed spoon or a full-size trigger spoon or something like that, I started off with offerings that I can run in the 1.8 range. Now, the other factor that went into my lure choices was doing my homework on the lake. My rod wiggled a little bit there. Was doing my homework about the lake. Two of the best things you can pull at Englebright are either a threaded worm behind a blade or a small spoon. So I started out today, and I've already had one hit on this rod. This rod here has got one of my mini willow leaf Dodgers, and I'm trailing a worm behind it about 30 inches. That's the one that got hit. It got hit back in the cove here, so it may have been a bass. I'm not sure. I hooked the fish for a minute, and then it got right off. On the diver rod, I'm running about a 6 or 7 foot leader, and I am running a copper colored trigger spoon junior. Got the speed locked in at 1.8. Those are killer offerings at 1.8. So my offerings not only fit in with the conditions that I am seeing, the strategy that I have to use, i.e. fishing with a downrigger or a diver, but they also fit in with what traditionally catches trout here at Englebright Reservoir. So all those factors went into my lure choice today. Our big philosophy, start out big, bold, and aggressive, and then slow down and downsize. That's a great strategy day in, day out, all year long. But there are times when the conditions dictate that you tweak that strategy, maybe start off a little subtler, a little bit slower, and sometimes that will serve you better. And it's all about experience on the water and doing your homework. So remember, the more you fish, the better you're going to get. The more homework you do, the more knowledge you're going to have of the water you're fishing, and that all adds up to more and bigger fish. I'm Kel Kellogg. I hope you can put that tip to use when you go out and hit an unfamiliar lake, a lake you've never been to, or a lake you haven't fished in a long time, and I hope it helps you catch fish. Please hit that subscribe button, and remember, if you're looking for trout fishing gear, fishhuntshoot.com. We are the premier supplier of trout fishing gear out here on the West Coast. Our gear works everywhere trout swim. I'll catch you next time. I'm Kel Kellogg.